Welcome to the first episode of the Iowa Girls Youth Shorts. It's going to be available on IA Sports, both IA Sports and Iowa Girls Wrestling Stories podcast YouTube channels. Today I have the fifth and sixth grade 70-pound state runner-up, Presley Heglin. How are you doing today, Presley?
Good.
Good. How was school today? Did you have a good time?
I'm on spring break.
You're on spring break? Oh, and you're not going to Florida or anywhere? You got to stay
No.
home in Iowa, huh? All right.
Yeah.
So probably one of the most important things as wrestlers after we get weighed in, we have to go have a meal, right? So what
Yes.
did you go have after you weighed in after state tournament?
We went to Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh, what'd you have?
I think Andy's steak on the kids meal.
Nice. Very nice. That's
Yeah.
actually where we went after the state tournament was over. We went to Texas Roadhouse. So we did the same exact thing. That's pretty cool. Um, how long have you been wrestling?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. Were you real successful when you first started, or did you struggle a little bit, or were you pretty good when you first started?
Struggle a little bit.
Struggle a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, you must have liked it. So
Yeah.
when you started, who did you start wrestling with? Who was the
Lincoln.
club? Lincoln. So I think I know the guy that helped coach you there. Was Dustin Rowland in the room every once in a while?
I
And
think.
you think so? Dustin's a good
Yeah.
guy. He was at Lincoln. Now he's out at Ankeny. So he's done a lot for girls wrestling. But then you went to Preselli's, right? And that big guy, big old Joe Preselli, he scares the crap out of me. Were you scared of him the first time you saw him?
It's Anthony Friselli.
Is it Anthony? I'm sorry. You're right. It is Anthony. I'm sorry. Did he scare you?
Mm, sorta.
Sort of. He's a big guy. I was a little worried about him, but you know what? He's a big teddy bear, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
He is. Super big teddy bear. So what did you like about the club there? You learned a lot, I'm sure. But what did
Yeah.
you like about the club there?
I like the coaches and then all of my teammates and then the moves that he taught.
Nice. What's your favorite move?
Uh, On bottom, my favorite escape is probably the Grand V roll.
Oh, nice.
And then on top has to be bar arm or butcher.
Okay. Very good series. I
And
like the
then
ball.
and then in neutral, I like sweeps or high crotches.
Very nice. Very nice. And so after a few years being at Purcell's, you decided to go down to TJ Siebold's down in Jefferson, and great
Yeah,
club. They do very, very
yeah.
good. So what's a practice like down at Siebold and Jefferson?
So we do like 20 minutes of warm ups. Then we go into drilling for. Then we work on some moves, and then we go into live.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then
And you do
sometimes
that.
before And then sometimes before big tournaments like state or like USA or Tulsa, we'll sometimes go in the sauna.
Oh, wow. That's always
Yeah.
fun. My girls like to we don't have a sauna, but we have a really warm room that they go into right after practice and kind of hang out and do a little dance party and stuff. So what are some of the fun tournaments that you've done then? You sound like you go a lot of places.
I like War of Roses
Uh-huh.
and then USA State. I like USA. And then maybe Twin Rivers and Matter Dreams.
Very good. All those are fun tournaments. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
all of them myself. I've been to Mata Dreams many, many, many times, and Twin Rivers might be my favorite tournament of all. I've never gone to War of the Roses. Is that out in Indiana? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go out there sometime. I bet that's a fun trip.
Yeah.
So Twin Rivers is coming up. Oh, actually, this weekend. What do you have coming up this weekend?
Uh I think Cedar Valley or something like that.
Cedar Valley. Gotcha. So a little warm up, and then Twin Rivers after that.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on the TJ's team for Siebel? Is it what's the name of your team? Do you remember? Is it the
Oh
Razzlers or
no,
Rizzlers? No.
no, I'm not. I'm on the Lady Valkyries.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Very nice. I know them very well too. That'll be fun. Good deal. So, what do you like about the sport of wrestling?
I like all the friends that you can make while wrestling, and then I also like the new moves that you can do.
Are most of your friends wrestlers now?
Sorta.
Sorta, sorta. Yep. Do you have a lot of friends at your school that wrestle?
No.
No, you got to get them. So there's a good question. So how are you going to get your friends to come out for wrestling? What are you going to tell them? What's great about wrestling that so they will come out and participate with you?
The new people you could meet.
Awesome. Um, what was like at state? What was like the coolest thing about being there?
Uh, Probably when on the second day when we gotta like march out there or run
The,
out
the
there.
the the big march in front of all the people and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is some neat moments. Um, I don't know what do you what else do you like to do besides wrestling? Or do you do other sports?
No. I mean, yes, I do. I do track.
You do track? Do you
Yeah.
like to run?
Yeah.
Are you a distance person or are you a sprinter?
Uh, Sprinter.
Mostly a sprinter.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I never got into track. That was one thing I never did. I did cross country. That's a good sport for wrestling too. Um, do you have other things that you like to do besides that? Do you do things outside of obviously you do some stuff outside of wrestling. What do you like
Yeah.
to do?
I like to read and draw.
Read and draw. Nice. Are you a good artist?
Yeah.
Very nice. Um, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Uh, Whatever pops up on the radio.
Whatever's on the radio. You don't sit there like all the girls have those playlists and I most of the songs are I can't stand, but that's okay. So do you like to watch TV?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite show that you watch?
Probably Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. I've watched some Gravity Falls, and I might be too young a show for you, but I have some grandkids now, and we watch a lot of Bluey. You ever watch Bluey?
Oh yeah, I love Bluey.
I think Bluey is probably the greatest cartoon I've ever watched. So I think I watched probably 15 episodes today, just the Bluey, and it's funny because the grandkids will leave the room and I'm still watching Bluey. So, what's your favorite Bluey episode? How about that?
Magic.
Oh, yes, that's awesome. I like fairies myself. I think that's a really cool episode. That's kind of fun. I saw you had when we first started talking, you had have a dog. Is
Yeah.
you have any other pets besides that?
No.
No. What's your dog's name?
Kia.
Yeah. What kind of dog was that? I didn't get to see a good look at her. What kind is she?
She's a Saint Bernard.
Oh my gosh, Saint Bernard. She's gonna be bigger than you. That's crazy. They get pretty big. That's fun.
Yeah.
Um, so what do you think? Are you obviously wrestling is something you really enjoy? What are some things that you want to do in wrestling? Like when you get
Uh,
as you progress and get older.
I wanna win Tulsa
Nice.
and probably win state.
Yep.
Uh, and I don't know what else.
That's all right. Do you know what school district do you know what school you would be going to? I guess, high school might be a long ways off for you, obviously in fifth and sixth grade, but I was just trying to think what schools you would wrestle for in high school.
I think Southeast Poker Dowling.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Southeast Polk they got a very good girls program. Dowling, I think. I can't remember. I think they're with Urbandale right now, but they might be going with Johnston this next year. So they'll definitely some good programs for you to get into. That's awesome. Um, is there anything that you can think of that you'd like to tell your friends that wrestle and stuff about what you like to do in the wrestling and or maybe some final little thoughts that you have about wrestling today?
Uh, I don't know.
I don't know, kind of put you on the spot there, didn't I, a little bit? Yep. Nope, you're absolutely fine. It was really nice to meet you, and I think this is going to be a really fun thing to meet a lot of the younger girls because I mostly work with high school girls, so I don't always get to know you guys. So I'm excited to get to know you, and good luck this weekend. And at Twin Rivers, make sure you come up and say hi to me, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have a good day. I'm going to hit the stop button and hold on for just a second.